Hello and welcome to my shop. This is Jim Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll be doing something interesting, so hang around. Let's have fun. Guys, I've made many a video that says projects make projects, and this is one that just popped up today that bugs me to death. It's a little clap plug, and I'll show you where it fits at in just a second, but it goes on my mill and it's got a crack in it, so I'm going to show you where it goes. Okay, it goes right here on this oiler, the covered oiler up, and it's cracked. So what I'm going to do is make me a new one out of delrin. So, you know, I make many videos that say projects make projects. Okay, the first thing we're going to do this morning in making this cover, again, you could probably buy one, but I got delrin, I've got a lathe, and I got more time. And so, what is my motto? I got more time than money. So, I'm going to kind of be honest, when I work with delrin, I just use the inserts I have. I've got a couple aluminum inserts that I was gifted by Tom, and I almost thought about, but it's, you know, it's a lot of expense. It's finding me another 1-inch tool holder and just setting it up and making me another tool for it, but I haven't never done it. Let me figure out how much I want to OD this thing. I'll be right back. Alright, it vibrates a little bit when I turn the camera on. So if you notice that from where my camera mounts, it's a little bit loose this here. So what we're going to do here, this isn't a precise thing. This is just going to be to get us a length. And so what I'm going to do is I measured the mill right over here for the size. Again, the caliper, something to get close. And it's about 830 or so. So what I need to do here to make this kind of simple enough, I'm going to make it where it fits on there fairly tight. So 830. So to make this an inch, and that'll give me a pretty good more wall to it than this. So I'm going to turn this down to an inch, and this is like inch 300 thousandths, right? That'll give me a little lip to pull it on. So we got a stop set, and we're just going to take it down. I'm going to kind of turn it down to an inch even. I always set stops, by the way, when I do my work. It's just the way I operate. I was taught that way. I made stop for my lathe for that purpose. So let's see. 40, 60, 80. This is stuff is fairly easy to cut, so we're not going to worry about it. I'm just trying to get it down. Like I say, I'm shooting for about a 1-inch diameter here. That's all what I'm shooting for. Taking a light, just, you know, we'll deburr up everything. See where we at. Okay. Take another 100 thou there, and then should be within about 20. And this is something that I don't have to get the. When we bore this, I want this to be fairly close for a slip fit. But, you know, all I'm doing is making a step. That way I'll have like a 200 thousandths wall in it. That'd be good. All right, so now, you know what? I'm gonna just, I'm 20 off, and you know, that just still makes a good wall. So let's just leave it at that, and let's figure some other stuff. All right, now I'm gonna center drill it. And if you'll notice, I got my fixture on here to use the indicator. So I'm gonna set that up in just a second for us. And I'm gonna just take a 3/4 S&D drill. I know I don't have a other chuck, but we're drilling plastics. So Derling ain't gonna break us up. Let me change my speeds and figure out, and I'll show you the setup. Okay, I've got it set up. If you'll notice, I've got my block, my indicator touched up against the part. So I'm gonna go about 650 in. What? Don't have my gear. Didn't have it in gear good. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 50. All right. I don't care if it's got a little bit of a point, and that's going to leave me about 10 thousandths or so. So I'm about 620, which is good. I mean, that's 650s from the point, so you got your point of your drill there. So let's get us a little boring bar set up. All right, I've already touched the part, and set the depth by drilling this 3/4. And this is a small bar. And I'm gonna tell you, if you guys make your have your own shops that watch my videos, this is some of the best things I ever did, was make me up these special blocks just for my boring bars. So I have all my boring bars now set to where I can pretty much just get a hold of them. It's the handiest thing. All right, we're wanting approximately 830 thousandths. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna actually mic this sucker, and I'm gonna allow me about 5 thousandths slip. So hang loose. All right, I've determined, let me stop a minute. I've determined by micing that I need to be about 825 thousandths just for this to slip on. So where I'm at, I've got about 100,000. So we're going to take about 50, bore it and check it, see how close. And again, this is just what we want this to slide on, be like a sliding fit. So. And as most times I do, I always bore forward and backward on most of these jobs. Even with this delrin, it's just a good practice. It gives you some, you know, and I don't care if its bottom's not flat, as long as it's fairly flat. So, you know, that doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so let's check it and see where we're at. I know this might be a little overkill. I could probably just use the calipers, but you know, I tell you, these are Brown & Sharp telescoping gauges, and I'm using my new Mitutoyo mics that I picked up at Ashland while I was over Thanksgiving weekend, and they sure are sweet. All right, so I'm 804 now. So basically, I'm about 20 thousandths. That's why I always like to put the indicator up here too, by the way. So I'm gonna bore this sucker about 11. I always forget that I'm boring out. I have to stop and reset this. I am boring to a stop, so I always set a stop on these blind bores like that. See, I have a little more wall with this setup, that's why I decided that. Because the important piece is having a little wall, because what actually happened is the little plastic cap plug over a period of time just kind of messed up a little bit. Mr. Pete, turn your eyes on that air hose, but sometimes stuff like this, it's just easier. All right, let's see what we've got here. That's pretty close. Then we'll mic everything and double check it, because I want about a, you know, close to a 5/1000. Okay. Fit. Okay, I got, there we go. That's what I was looking for, about 827. Let me just take my mics over there and lock them and see if that's going to slide over this. You're going to see, this may be a little looser than what I want. We'll just have to kind of see. One of the things I like when I'm dealing with this soft material is I can go right ahead and cut my chamfer. Now that's what I want. Then I know what size head I want. See, what I'm doing right there is just I'm going to go right ahead and I'm marking that. And I have my chamfer there for my cutoff tool. Now with delrin, you don't have to worry about it. You can just literally send this stuff through there just flying. So delrin's really good for that. Okay. Go check it. Well, there it is. That's the completed cover. It fits right on there, just as neat as you can see. Now it's nice and tight too, and I like that. So now we can move on to something else. I hope you enjoyed the video. So let's put a disclaimer out of the way. This video is my idea how to do things. It's not the only way. So I hope you enjoyed it today. The other thing, comments are always welcome. Please take the time, if you feel so inclined, to make a comment on my videos. Also, I appreciate all my subscribers, the new ones and the new ones. And finally, the other disclaimer. This is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment on YouTube. Thank you, have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.